I love these cucumbers. And they were in the bargain bin just because of the way that the skin is on here, but there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. And they were 50 cents. And you know, when you go into the grocery store, how much these cucumbers are. These are considered specialty cucumbers. But I'm like, it's a cucumber, okay? So 50 cents. And then the tomatoes, the Roma tomatoes, I'm going to do some salsa and tomato soup and some tomato sauce. But these have a sweetness to them. And so it was a lady there that convinced me. Normally I get my Roma tomatoes from them. Even if I grow them, I still go and get me a couple of boxes from them. But she was a big canner. She cans everything. And so she told me about these Roma tomatoes. For some reason this year, she said they are a whole lot sweeter and they're big, y'all. They are really, really big. Look at that. These things are huge. So $12 a box and $10 a box, you cannot go wrong. Because if you try to get these in a grocery store for a box, you're going to be out of about $25. Here's another variety from a different Amish family that I got these from. They picked them right out of their garden. And so I kind of support the ones, not kind of, but I do support the ones that actually have their produce out in front of their homes too. So you have the family markets, and then you have the individual homes that you can go to see what they have out on their stands, which is so wonderful. But you can see how big these boxes are. These boxes are huge, but just look at all of that. Look at all of this produce. Look at there. Y'all think this is cool? Yo, my cheeky babies. Hi! What you doing? Huh? What you doing? It's time to change your little box. What are you doing? Some my son brought home, and then some hatched out in our barn. So some of our mama sitters are not mamas, but they're sitters. So we come in and we finish raising everybody. But you can see the chickie babies. Hey, I hear you, little chick choir. For some reason, this one right here is funny. That little joker just be pecking. You're not getting out. Okay, I got distracted, y'all. Back to the produce. Okay, so everything is on my kitchen bench. And also when I go there, I get these buckets right here. I get these buckets, and normally this is what their supplies come in, and they sell them. So I get them, and I always buy in bulk. So I wash them out and put all of my bulk foods in here, my flours or sugars, popcorn, whatever it is that I buy in bulk, I put them in here. These are food grade. And these are these are 2-gallon buckets. And I absolutely love them. Love them. But aren't these beautiful, you all? These are just wonderful. And this full box right here was only $8 a box. And sometimes they'll have the boxes of the tomatoes like this just because there's so many on their bargain bin. And you can get them for like $6 or $5 a box. But that box right there was $8 a box. Let's see what else. Sweet potatoes, $16 a box. And then the rest of these vegetables, even though they have the prices right here, I still got them at a discount. We've been going to them for years. So our family is pretty known in the community. And they'll give you a break. I don't go in there hassling and trying to haggle or whatever. So they just bless us automatically. So which is a blessing. Nectarines. When I come in there, it's funny because they'll go to the back and start bringing out stuff, like hustling me, y'all, hustling. And I'm like, really? Do I have hustle on my forehead? So, We crack up laughing about it. But like I said, I get great deals. So these are nectarines. So my kids, family will enjoy it, eating them. And I'm going to make some jams. And maybe some wine out of it. Or even maybe some kombucha. Who knows? We'll see. Bell peppers are always gorgeous. Mine's come out like this in the garden. But I still grab me a box of theirs. So we'll be freezing these, cutting these up, freezing them, making salsa, putting them in our spaghetti sauce, dehydrating so that I can make my seasonings. And then I'll think about some other things to do. I'm always being creative when it comes to veggies and fruits. So it's limitless what you can do with produce, you all. Just get creative. Get creative. These will last us a long, long, long time. I still have sweet potatoes from what we grew a couple of years ago, and they're still fine. My daughter, hi.
Mom, I picked that watermelon and it split open just like that.
The watermelon split open?
Yes.
Okay. Mael is the watermelon queen. Huh. The watermelon queen. Oh my gosh, we're still renovating the kitchen, so you see all the bins and everything outside on the deck. But back to the produce. These are my other buckets that I wanted to show you, where they get their bulk spices. And I order bulk spices from them sometimes too, so sometimes I'll just the buckets that I get that my spices come in, I'll just recycle them and use them for something else after I break my bulk down. Or else sometimes I'll just leave them in here. But these are good for your flour and spices and anything that you want to put in to preserve it. These are food grade also. They don't have the rubber seal, but I've been using these for years and I've not had an issue with anything going bad in them or moths getting in those. So if you kind of I don't know about that, it works. So we have the square ones, we have the 2-gallon ones right here, and then we also have these babies. This is another food grade that their spices come in. And so once they have broken everything down into the plastic bags, they'll set them out there, and whoever wants to buy them, snatch them up. So I snatch them all up, excuse me, and I buy them and bring them home so that our food can still be preserved in food grade containers, so nothing will go bad. But anyway, I just wanted to show you all our Kentucky haul, and all of the feed is outside on the trailer, so my sons normally put that up. But this is my produce, which I am so stoked about. But we're about to break it down. We're going to pickle those, cut them up in different ways, slices, spears. The tomatoes, I'll make it a green tomato salsa. And these are the tomatoes, once again, that we'll be using to make salsa, tomato sauce, tomato soup, and dehydrated tomatoes, because my children like the dehydrated tomatoes, so we make tomato chips. So if you've never tried that, cut them up in some slices. We normally use this variety. I think this is a Brady, but you can cut it up or cut it cut circles, and then put you some herb de Provence on it, which is just another fancy name for Italian seasoning, and some Himalayan salt or whatever seasoning that you want to put on it, and then put them in a dehydrator. I've let them sit out in the sun too. On our deck, I have the big net, so I've let them sit out there and dehydrate. But for the sake of time, we just throw them in my Excalibur and let them do his thing. So, and then once they are dehydrated, We put them in a mason jar and enjoy our tomato chips. So, all right. Just wanted to show you what we got. Hope you enjoyed. Much love to you. See you next time on the next video. Peace out.